What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Firewood at the Furnace. It's been a few weeks since we've touched base. Busy. There's just not enough hours in the day. You know, I was talking to a couple of woodhounds the other day, and I said, you know, if days were 36 hours long rather than 24 hours long, I might be able to keep up. And I know a lot of us are in the same boat. But anyway, today we've got a lot to do. We've got pretty much every aspect of this little small business here that we got to work on today. I've been chipping away at these piles of logs laying here in the yard. You can see I've got some separated here. This is mostly ash. This will be bundle wood, and then there's some more logs laying over where the 1222 sits. That will be firewood. But this is what we're going to get done first. We're going to do some cutting. We're going to do some splitting. We've even got to load a trailer for a delivery, and we've got to make bundles. So I'm hoping that my lovely wife shows up at some point today and can help load a trailer, but if not, that's okay, we'll get it done. But as a side note, we just got back from the Hope event up in Stewartstown, Pennsylvania, that York Firewood organizes for us every year. It's a non-profit. We do it for charity. We split a whole bunch of wood this year. If you remember last year, I think we did like 15 to 18 cords, and this year they're estimating that we did somewhere between 50 and 55 full cords of firewood for them. So fantastic effort by everybody who came and everybody who helped. We certainly made a big impact. So that is a great event. I think that should probably become the East Coast event for all you woodhounds that live on the eastern side of the country and could make the trip. Maybe you can only come to one event a year. I think maybe we should concentrate some efforts on the Hope event, and because it's such a great cause and they do such great work. But anyway, I'm going to get things organized here in the yard. I'll show you around a little bit since you haven't been here in a while and tell you what the plan is, and we'll get to work, so stick around. So here is a few of the ash logs I pulled aside out of the pile that used to sit right here blocking this whole side. This pile of logs is still here, but we have been knocking away at this side of the pile. This is ash. We'll cut this up today and we'll get this split on the axis, convey it into the totes for future bundle wood. And then I've got some other logs laying over here on the side that I moved over with the grapple truck. Kind of lined them up there so I can buck them up a little easier and have them right next to the 1222, which you see is missing. It's here in the yard, but we took the 1222 up to the Hope event and I just haven't got it back in position yet. I'm going to clear up some of the debris that's laying there, and when we load this trailer up today, I'm going to start with this wood right here. We got to load a cord and a half up, so we're going to take from these pallets right up front. And the reason I'm doing that is because as we empty these pallets on these rows, they will be going away. We are no longer doing rows. We are no longer stacking wood. Once this wood is gone from here this season, we're going to be doing bins. I figure I can stack a cord of wood in about the same amount of time that I split a cord of wood. And although these rows look really nice, and it's attractive from the road and, you know, very organized, it takes me the same amount of time to stack a cord of wood as it does to split a cord of wood. So if I stop stacking, that means I cut my time, my process time, virtually in half. So that's what's going on there, and we've got to make bundles. We're going to concentrate on this over here first, so we'll get the 500i out, get it warmed up, start cutting, and then we'll do some splitting. All that is cut up and ready for the Eastonmade axis. All going to be bundle wood. It wasn't completely ash. There's a couple sticks in here, like this one right there, of what I believe is persimmon. I've never had persimmon in the yard before. I remember picking that up from the tree service job and wasn't sure what it was. And Chaz thought it was persimmon. Definitely a unique smell when you cut it. It's not like sassafras. It's not like oak. I can't describe the smell. I guess it's most similar to sassafras, but it doesn't smell as pleasant. So let me know if you've ever dealt with persimmon and what you think about that. But anyway, Jack was just here. He had his 916 loaded up in his dump trailer and brought it over to use the skid loader to safely unload his machine out of the dump trailer, and he'll be back to get this as soon as he unhooks his trailer. But the Eastonmades are back home, and Jack will be processing his wood over at Log Cabin Firewood here again very soon. But I want to get this ash split on the axis first and clean this up. And no word from Valerie yet, but she's got an empty trailer sitting right there waiting for her. Let's fire up the axis. There's one tote. We'll get that moved out of the way. Keep on rocking. Well, I just took my lunch break, and there's tote number 2 filled up. We'll get it moved over to the side and come back and put another empty tote in front. Still a good bit of wood here still to split for bundle wood on the ground. Probably easily get another tote out of this. But this persimmon, it does not seem like it's very dry. It still seems pretty wet inside. And I gotta tell you, I can't stand the smell. Some people say they don't like the smell of oak. Some people say they don't like the smell of walnut or whatever. But I never really have a problem with any of the smells. This persimmon flat out stinks, in my opinion. So I am not splitting that right now. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. It's already cut up. I'll do a little more research on this and see what kind of quality firewood it actually is. But yeah, it does not smell good at all. So we'll get this moved out of the way, get the empty tote over here, and finish this up.
Keep talking good, keep talking sweet, keep sugar on, baby. I got you good, I got you sweet, got you on hold. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. Keep moving fast, keep moving slow, keep rhythm on, baby. You got me good, you got me sweet, got me on hold. Baby knows what I want, baby knows just how I'm feeling now. You got me locking, popping, stopping, rocking, freaking and freewheeling for a while. My baby knows what I'm all about, what I'm all about. My baby knows, my baby knows.
Well, that's just about another full tote of bundle wood. That'd be the third one. We would have filled it up if we split that persimmon over there, but we decided not to split that based on what I told you a minute ago. But I just got a call from a customer who had a delivery scheduled for tomorrow, and I have already loaded up his order, which was for 1/3 of a cord of cherry. It's loaded up here in the back of Little Red Riding Wood, and he asked if he could change his order from 1/3 of a cord of cherry to a half a cord of cherry. So I told him no problem, that's what we're gonna do. We'll back the dump truck over here, we'll put a little bit more on, give him a half a cord on the dump truck, it'll be loaded for tomorrow. And then we've got to get the dump trailer over here and load 1.5 cords of mixed hardwood in that for a second delivery we have scheduled tomorrow. I'm not going to have any help loading today. Val did stop over and bring me some lunch, but Brady's got a buddy over today and they're swimming in the pool, so Valerie is busy keeping an eye on them boys. So that's what's next. Let's get this stuff loaded up. All right, the dump truck is in position. We're just going to load half of this stack, which is half a face cord, because there's already one face cord in there, so 1.5 face cords will equal 1/2 of a full cord. And while I'm throwing this in here, I guess I might as well go ahead and address the elephant in the room. And that question is, Brad, where in the heck have you been? Why aren't you putting out videos? It's been like 3 weeks, maybe more, since I put out a video. Well, I've been kind of alluding to this over the past several months, trying to keep all of my activities and all of my hobbies and all of my jobs and all of my responsibilities as a husband and a father organized. And I've been slipping on the hill a little bit, I guess you could say. I haven't fallen. I haven't, there's been no catastrophic event or anything like that. But I needed a moment to kind of gain some traction back. And I was getting way behind on everything. You know, the kids are playing sports. Hadn't been giving my wife the amount of time that she deserves or needs. So kind of had to pivot and reprioritize some things. So I apologize for the content not being out on a consistent basis, but those other things caught up to me. I'm behind on everything. Still don't have the 10 green cordwood order filled yet, but that's not really an urgent matter because I've got all winter to take care of that if need be. But I'm behind on my deliveries for this year. They're all scheduled and all of this wood is already spoken for, so I'm not taking any more orders, but just finding the time to get it to the customer is kind of what I'm behind on. But it's all scheduled. It's all going to be getting done. And as you know, YouTube is something that I love to do. I love the interaction with everybody. But the hard truth about doing YouTube and doing videos is that it slows you down. I mean, it takes time to move cameras around. It takes time to stop and talk to you. It takes time to edit. And I just got to a point where I just needed to get stuff done. I just had to move as quickly as possible to get. Seems like every morning I get up, I got a whole list of stuff that I'm hopeful to get done. So, not to complain or moan and groan, but that's what's been going on. And that's why the content has been a little slow coming out. And with that, we've got our half cord loaded. We'll move this dump truck out of the way and get the trailer in here. All right, dump truck's gone. Trailer's in position. We got a load of 1.5 cords on here for our second delivery that we've got to do tomorrow. So we'll load, like I said in the beginning of this video, we're going to load the rest of this in this first section. We'll load the next section, and then once these pallets are empty, they are going to be coming out and disappearing forever. That'll also give us more room to put the 1222 back in position. Now, some of you may have heard rumors, especially if you were at the Hope event, that Brad was done with YouTube. Not doing it anymore. I'm all done. Well, that's fake news. So, not to beat a dead horse, I just wanted to address that. I've been very consistent since I started this channel. It just got to a point where I needed a moment. So I'll speed you up. We'll get this loaded, figure out what's next. And there we go, 1.5 cords loaded up for tomorrow's delivery, and a 1/2 cord on the little dump truck. So I think the bundles that I need to make are gonna wait till later this evening. I am gonna take a break and cool off for a little bit. When the sun starts to go down this evening, I'll come over and knock some bundles out. The stand's still got 10 or 12 bundles in it right now. So it's not urgent, but the store will be calling here soon, needing their bundles. So I gotta get ahead on that. So, Paul Bunyan's just a couple weeks away.
Really excited for that. Coming up real quick. Hope to see a lot of you there. I will be coming in on Thursday this year and staying until Sunday. So Friday night live stream will be at the hotel at the Fairfield Inn in Cambridge, Ohio. So if you're in town and you want to come join us, even if you're not staying at that hotel, everyone is more than welcome to come to the lobby on Friday night and hang out. So yeah, Paul Bunyan's right around the corner now. So that's going to be it for this week. I hope to see you all next Wednesday. And for those of you who came back and are sticking with me through this little lull in content, I'm very thankful for you. So everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next time.